Hey guys, there's all sorts of news with Raid lately, so I figured I should do a quick video going over a bunch of that. I do want to point out something really fun. Here in the news, they highlight the little content creator quiz that Cirilla and Banana Jam did with Chosen, Jake Eggs, and Hell Hades. It was really fun. It's worth a great watch. It is on their YouTube, and you could also link to that through here. We're also in the start of a 2x chance for getting stun artifacts from the Fire Knight Castle, so this new drop frenzy is something really fun. I really like the idea. I know a lot of ultra endgame players are just annoyed of it because they want savage gear and crit damage gear and immunity gear, but honestly, stun gear is really great for crowd control and for people that are early, mid-game, or hell, even still endgame. Using the stun gear in Faction Wars is a major key of being able to beat a lot of those rooms, or to help crowd control so you can go through and beat it faster. And who doesn't want better versions of the gear they have? So I don't mind the idea of ramping up my stun gear. I want to have a few varieties. I want a nice hard-hitting attack set of stun gear. I'd like an HP focused one, and I'd like a defense focused one. So I kind of want a little bit of everything with stun gear, so I'm going to take advantage of this and try to replace maybe some of my older gear, as I'm not one to farm Fire Knight as much as I need to. And now that I do see my Savage gear, I know that I really need to get farming Fire Knights. So in the meantime, I'm going to be happy with getting some new stun gear. We also had some more news about the dungeons drop, so I'm going to read that. This was dropped in content creator chat, and we are allowed to share with our subscribers. So let's just do some runs here. Let's go. Alright, so we got the new, actually we'll start here. In the new release, all the dungeons except for the Minotaur's Labyrinth and Potion Keeps are going to get 5 extra stages. Get ready, as artifact dungeon bosses on new stages will have additional passive skills. One will limit turn meter decrease, I'm assuming the spider, and the other will limit the damage they take from attacks that scale based on target's max HP. Well, this could be any of them, let's be honest. No more than 10% HP will be lost. So this is a bit of a bummer. Like, we know Fire Knight and Spider, we both can rely on turn meter control, depending on your setup, of course. Dragon can't use turn meter control on him. Ice Golem, let's not even worry about Ice Golem, to be honest. But people like Cold Heart, who I'm running right now, and also Septimus are going to get a bit of a nerf. I'm not quite sure which bosses are going to get which passives, but it is tough to think about the idea of farming taking longer as it is. So if on top of that they're going to make that hard-hitting, quick nuke teams even more irrelevant, then I don't see many people using stage 21 into 25 to farm. I'm assuming it's going to be the situation where, like Nightmare campaign versus Brutal campaign, yeah, we have to go through and do Nightmare for the sake of the progress missions, but once you do it, you don't normally go back. You farm Brutal 12-3 because it's more efficient than farming Nightmare as far as energy goes. So I'm assuming that's going to be the case here. I don't see myself wanting to spend 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, farming any of these bosses at higher levels, even if the stats are boosted, or sorry, even if the drop rates are boosted, unless it's dramatically better and there's something unique like a very rare chance of getting a sacred shard or void shards thrown in there more. That might be something worth it. Otherwise, I can't see myself farming higher than stage 20 as it is now. It's doing just fine with what it is. I'm kind of trying to only collect 6-star gear these days, so I think I'll just stick to that unless they change it and it becomes a little bit easier, but I'm not quite a fan of that. Now I will note that they have, of course, like currently, each level will have different affinities. So stage 25 Ice Golem is going to end up as Magic, Spider's Den is going to end up as Magic, Dragon's Lair is going to end up as Force, and Fire Knight is going to end up as Spirit. So that'll be a little bit different here. As you can see, Fire Knight 20 is Force, so that might affect some of the champions you choose to bring along for beating Fire Knight 25. And kind of on the note, we little touched on for a second there. Addition to the dungeon stages, we're actually adding 187 new missions to the game. So there we go, progress missions. Now I'm sure with those progress missions, we're going to be including beating stages 25 of all of these dungeons on auto, just like before with beating 17 and 20. So be prepared for that. Hopefully it's not too crazy, but I'm looking forward to the new champion. Looks really cool. Really cool. I'm very curious about that. Let's see here. So let me read through. There will be 3 parts with approximately 60 missions each. They will be added after the Arbiter missions. A banner with a new missions part will be visible in the progress missions view. Once you have finished every mission in the current part and get your reward, you'll be able to unlock the next one. While being more challenging, new missions bring new rewards. Apart from the current ones, you'll be able to get charms and Tag Team Arena tokens. I'm not doing any more tag. Alright, 3 new milestone rewards will be added to the progress mission bar. The reward for completing all of the missions is a new champion. We'll tell a bit more about this fellow and his skills in an upcoming video. This champion will be available only as a final reward for completing all of the missions, thus he can't be summoned from shards, fused, or collected from fragments. Which is the case with Arbiters, should be that way as well, right? I mean, having dupe Arbiters can be really handy, at least for Tag Team Arena, but again, Tag Team Arena. Well, at least Clan vs. Clan has given us a reason to care about Tag Team Arena, I suppose, but still all it turns out to be is more of a tank for a couple days and do a bunch of battles while everyone else is tanking, and it's really easy. So it kind of defeats the purpose of real competition with that anyway. And when it is really hard and you're doing competition, or going against good competition, it takes so long. It's definitely a dreary part of the game that most people are not a fan of, myself included. I liked the idea originally, but yeah. Do you think that you'll just farm stage 20 like I am? I'm assuming, at least, instead of stage 25. I'm having Cold Heart Royal Guard, Septimus, etc. Having those champions be a bit nerfed against these bosses surely makes it sound like the battles are going to take a long time. So personally, I don't mind a long battle if it's overnight and there's plenty of time to do a decent bit of energy while I sleep, but the time consumption of this game during the day, it's a lot. You pretty much are constantly playing this darn game. If you want to be farming for good, decent gear, getting new potions for all your new champions you've just summoned, or things like Clan vs. Clan that really require 24/7 gameplay. So there's already a lot of time consumption in this game. I really don't like the idea of these bosses taking a lot longer. At least that's the fear, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it won't be as bad as we think, but we'll see. Right. Thank you guys for watching. Comment below. Let me know if your thoughts are similar to mine.